Welcome back to Ozarks Live. Tom is always running around town, and today he has landed at the Resource Center.
That's right. Tom, what tips do they have for us today?
Well, I'll tell you. First of all, before we get into anything, remember to have your phones ready because we're going to have a QR code up at the end, so you can get a lot of information. Now, as we said, we're at the Resource Center. Here's Mr. Resource himself, the big resource, Bruce Porter. Good to see you, Bruce.
Never had it put that way, but
You need a
that'll
ball
work.
cap or a shirt or something like
That's
that.
right.
All
Yeah.
right. We're going to go into some things here, like new information. There's been some false information here and there. You
Yeah.
kind of want to clear things up for folks.
Well, there's a lot of confusion right now
Yeah.
because as of here just a couple of months ago, they've changed the rules again when it comes to qualified money and IRA distributions and when you turn older age and things like that. So we're gonna dive into it. We're gonna
Okay.
clarify that. Hopefully, make it very simple for people to kind of figure that out.
Right,
So
right.
Let's just dive right into it. So
Okay.
the old rule, when you had an IRA or a employer-sponsored plan,
Right.
and you retired, you had to start taking distributions at age 70 and a half. And for years, that was the
was the way it
magical
was.
day,
Yeah.
and everybody knew that you just had to do that. So anybody born June 30th, 1949 or earlier,
Right.
you had to take your required distribution
Okay.
at age 70 and a half. So if you fall in that category right now, you're just going to continue taking your distribution like you always have.
Okay.
Now, in December of 2019, they changed the rule called the Secure Act.
Right.
Now, that was for births from July 1st of 49 through December 31st of 1950. So if your date of birth falls in that category, you could start your required distribution at age 72.
Okay.
So if you fall in that category and you're currently taking your required distribution, you just continue as usual.
Yeah, because some
Right?
of those people are already at 72 there.
That's right.
Okay.
And so you just continue, all right? So now, on the 29th of December, they changed it again. The Secure Act 2.0, actually the Secure 2.0 Act,
Okay.
right?
If you say the Secure Act, we'll have it,
We got it,
Because
right?
it's now in effect, right?
That's what regulators do. They
Yeah,
try to
I
confuse
know,
us,
I know.
right? So if you're born from January 1st of 51, between December 31st of 59,
Okay.
you go to this new bracket of age 73. So now let's think about that. If you are born in 1951, you are going to turn 72 years old this year.
Right.
You do not have to take a required distribution because the new rule is 73, so you don't have a required distribution until next year if you fall in this category.
So everything's going to remain status quo for those people. You now have the choice.
That's right.
You can wait a couple years. All right, okay.
It's not
because the
mandated.
people in 51, they're going to be hitting these ages. Yeah.
They're going to be turning 72
Yeah.
this year. Well, under the old rule, you would have had to have started. But now the rule is 73 as of the 29th of December, so you have no required distribution this year.
Okay. All right.
Now, you can wait till next year, and if you do, that's fine. It's actually the April following that, so you could postpone for an additional
could
year,
actually be
but then you would
74
have
in
to
there.
take two. So before we get too far into that, always consult with your accountant or a good tax professional
Absolutely.
to determine that, but you can determine where you fall by your date of birth. Now,
Okay.
for us younger people, I can still say I'm
Don't
that.
rub it in.
All right. January 1960 and later, my required distribution is not till 75. Your required distribution will be 73.
Right.
Mine will be 75.
Okay.
And so in a decade, they'll probably change that again. So when they do, we'll address that when it comes.
Well, people are living longer too.
That's
I'm
exactly
sure that's
right.
possibly what it's about.
And there's lots of rules
Sure,
and things, and
sure.
a couple other things that come along with this new change in December. If you want to make a withdrawal before 59 and a half, for disaster relief, you can. You're allowed without a 10% IRS penalty.
Okay,
You can take up to $22,000 out, and they give you 3 years to pay it back. And also terminal illness. If you're under age 50, but you've been there for 25 years, they'll allow you to waive the penalty, and for some new people.
You gotta
So
put up the QR code.
Yep.
There it is. And what this is all about, of course, the Resource Center. You can find out all about it right there. Bruce, always good to talk to you.
see you next
A
week.
big resource. Back to you guys.
Yes, they are a wealth of knowledge.